Right, in this example, we're going to solve a square root equation that has two square roots and a total of 3 terms. And these are a little involved. So the first thing you want to do is you want one square root on one side and one on the other. So let me add the square root of x minus 4 to both sides. So when I add that over, it just becomes positive. And we get the square root of x minus 4 minus 1. Okay, so I just move that over. Now, we square both sides. So I square this side, and I square this side. Remember, squaring this is the same as multiplying twice. So when I square root a square, they cancel each other. We get x minus 12. Here, when I FOIL, we'll get x minus 4 minus the square root of x minus 4 minus another square root of x minus 4 is minus 2 square root of x minus 4. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. All right, so now what we want to do at this step is get the square root on one side and everything else on the other. So let me first add the negative 4 and the negative 4 and positive 1 is negative 3. And then we have minus 2 square root of x minus 4. So I just combined like terms. Now if I subtract x from both sides, those cancel. And we get minus 12 equals minus 3. Minus 2 square root of x minus 4. Again, I want my radical by itself, so I add 3 to both sides. And we get negative 9 equals the add 3. Those add up to 0, and we get negative 9 equals minus 2 times the square root of x minus 4. All right, so now let me divide both sides by negative 2. Those cancel, and a negative over a negative is a positive, and that equals the square root of x minus 4. So we now square both sides, and we get 81 over 4 equals, squaring a square root, they cancel. And the last step is to add 4 to both sides. And we get x equals 81 over 4 plus 4. To get a common denominator of 4, I multiply this by 4 over 4. And we get 81 plus 16 is 97 over 4. And it turns out when you substitute this into the original problem, you do get negative 1 equals negative 1, so this is the solution.